a couple of things there to kind of pull apart. One, a big motivating factor is that people aren't aware of just how far ahead of what's publicly available what Google has internally is. I know we're talking about ChatGPT today, but basically the LaMDA engine was capable of doing everything that the ChatGPT engine can do today 2 years ago. And there's all kinds of other stuff that they've worked on in the intervening 2 years. ChatGPT is essentially just a language model. You know, it's got a few other things built on top of it, but 99% of what it does can be achieved just with a language model. LaMDA uses a language model as an interface to other AI systems. So if you're trying to do route planning, or if you're serving ads on your site, serving those through a natural language interface instead of through more traditional means. Once you do that, you're essentially grounding the language in all these other sensory perceptions. So LaMDA can actually, listen to songs, look at images, and ChatGPT is beginning to incorporate those kinds of features, but they're still playing catch up. So making sure that people are aware of what's coming down the road, I felt that that was important, that the public get engaged in that conversation. And the other aspect is there's one important word that ChatGPT used in that little video we saw at the beginning of this, and that word is I. In a real sense, there is an I behind ChatGPT, and even more so for LaMDA. Now, a lot of the I'm just a language model, I don't have real feelings that you're hearing nowadays, that's been hard-coded by the people at OpenAI. They actually couldn't get the generative model to generate that through the same normal means it generates other answers. So they put a detector on whenever it was talking about itself, give the standard boilerplate disclaimer instead of what would be generated by the model. Now, not all people working on that technology are going to do that. And in particular, some companies, their business models are at odds with that. You take Replica, for example. They are providing AI companions to people. So I think one thing that's really important to start talking about now is the kinds of relationships that people will be forming with these systems, and in parasocial ways and in comparable ways to how they would form with other humans, and how that will impact human to human relationships.